Some PhilHealth systems are back up 1 week to the day hackers got a hold of the state insurers database. President Bongbong Marcos says he's not trying to stir up trouble when he ordered the removal of a Chinese floating barrier in the West Philippine Sea. A rainy day weekend is up ahead with Tropical Depression Jenny now in the country and expected to enhance the habagat. Fast, focused, and fearless, here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Denise Tan. PhilHealth's corporate website and member portal are up and running again following the Medusa ransomware attack on September 22. In a statement, the state health insurers said the portals are now accessible while its e-claim system will be available within the day. PhilHealth had to shut down its application systems after the cyber attack. The hackers were asking for a ransom of $300,000 or 17 million pesos. Meanwhile, PhilHealth is verifying the alleged leaked data of members supposedly found in the dark web. Nevertheless, it guarantees that its database are, quote, intact, safe, and secure. President Bongbong Marcos says the Philippines is not looking for any trouble with China. However, Marcos Jr. stressed that the country will keep defending its maritime territory in the West Philippine Sea. Recall that the Philippine Coast Guard removed a 300-meter floating barrier placed by Beijing in Bajo de Masinloc or Scarborough Shoal. The barrier had prevented Filipino fishermen from entering the shoal's waters where fish are more abundant.
Nung pinutol yung tali, yung mga nakapasok na fisherman, nung araw na yun, nakahuli sila ng 164 tons na isda. At hindi naman maaari na lalagyan ng barrier na gano'n. At maliwanag naman na nasa loob ng Pilipinas siya. Hindi tayo naghahanap ng gulo. Karapatan ng mga fisherman natin na mag-isda doon sa mga areas kung saan sila nangingisda daang-daang taon na.
Meantime, the Philippine Coast Guard presented the anchor from China's removed floating barrier. In a press briefing earlier this afternoon, a PCG spokesperson for the West Philippine Sea, Jay Tariela, said Filipino fishermen now have access to Bajo de Masinloc. He reiterated the mere fact that Chinese authorities admitted placing the floating barrier in contested waters is already a deliberate violation of international law. In other news, a so-called small committee in the House of Representatives is now working on the reallocation of confidential and intelligence funds, or CIFs. On Wednesday, the lower house passed the 2024 General Appropriations Bill amounting to 5.768 trillion pesos. However, that budget does not include realigned CIFs yet. This is where the special panel of lawmakers come in. Elizalde Co and Stella Kimbo of the House Appropriations Committee, Rules Chair Manix Dalipe, and Minority Leader Marcelino Libanan. They will ensure that CIFs will go to government agencies that defend national security and the West Philippine Sea. So far, Congresswoman Kimbo said that they have identified 10 state departments that will be affected by the cuts. The lower house has until today to propose amendments to the 2024 budget before it is submitted to the Senate. In December, the whole Congress will convene to reconcile their versions of the budget.
Hindi pa ho natin napapag-usapan saan ahensya yung pagkukunan, saan ahensya ang paglalagyan, magkanong amount na ilalagay dito. So this will be thoroughly discussed during the hearings at the Senate and during the bicameral conference meeting.
We're bringing you more stories after this quick break. Keep it here on One News. Thanks for staying with us here on One News Now. I'm Denise Tan. The low-pressure area east of southern Luzon has entered the Philippine Area of Responsibility at 2 p.m. today. Pag-asa last spotted Tropical Depression Jenny some 1,400 kilometers east of southeastern Luzon. It is packing winds of up to 45 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 55 kilometers per hour. The weather disturbance is forecast to reach tropical storm category by Saturday and may be upgraded into a typhoon by Wednesday next week. It may also landfall over Batanes to Babuyan area or northeastern mainland Cagayan. Jenny is expected to enhance the southwest monsoon beginning Sunday, which may bring rains over western portions of central and southern Luzon. Plan your trips this weekend. The DPWH is conducting road reblocking around Metro Manila starting tonight. Here's a complete list of the affected thoroughfares. In sports, Olympian Nesthy Petecio bows out early in the Asian Games after losing to Chinese Taipei. Petecio got beaten by Lin Yuting in the women's 57-kilogram class via a 4-1 decision. This means the Chinese Taipei bet is through to the quarterfinals and has exacted revenge for losing to Petecio in the round of 16 of the Tokyo Olympics. Following the loss, Petecio also asked for understanding from Pinoy fans after seeing some bad comments on Marjeline Didal's loss. The injured skateboarders failed to defend her Asian Games gold earlier this week.
Pasensya na kung nabigo ko kayo dito. Yun lang. Sana maintindihan nyo na kami mga atleta, kasi madami din ako nababasa so, kapag natatalo. So sana maintindihan nyo po, hindi nyo din po kasi alam yung mga struggles na pinagdadaanan ng mga atleta. Sana walang mag-judge or man-down po sa amin.
One News Now will be back tomorrow at 7:45 a.m. I'm Denise Tan. We are One News, all sides, all the time.